Hi guys. So I have an update. I am currently reading Daisy Jones and the Six, and I needed to start recording myself because I'm 80 pages in and I've already cried. Kind of crazy. So I've been waiting for a time when I've felt good enough to film because I really wanted to do a reading vlog of just this book because I'm finally reading a TikTok sensation that I have been wanting to read forever. And I've had this on my TBR for years, and I'm finally picking it up. And let me just say that there's a reason why this is such a popular book. And this is my first Taylor Jenkins Reid book as well. And I am very excited to see where this goes. And I'm excited to read all of her other books as well. It's also a TV show right now, and I have been really wanting to watch the TV show. I need to read the book first before I watch the TV show. And I've heard the TV show is really good, and I've heard that they wrote and recorded music for the TV show for a band that doesn't even exist, and now that stuff is on Spotify. So there's music on Spotify for a band that just doesn't exist. So I think that's really cool and that's really unique for this book. So yeah, I have a little bit of time right now to get some reading done. So I thought I'd turn on the camera and get to some reading. It's also told in an interview style version. So it has the name of the character and then they speak, because I think the whole premise is somebody else is making a documentary and so they're interviewing all the band members. This is about a band in the 70s and everything that they went through and all the drama that happens, and it's told in an interview style. That's basically what it is, and I've already cried. And there's not really chapters, it's just different parts. It goes through the years. So this next part is first, and it's from 1974 to 1975. We'll see how it goes. Guys, I currently turned on a background music, and it's called Soothing Deep Sleep Healing of Stress, Anxiety, and Depressive States. Is this good reading music? I don't know, but it's the only one I found with no ads. So we're gonna see how this goes. Am I gonna fall asleep? Who knows? We'll see. It's for deep sleep, but it looks pretty nice. So anyways, that's beside the point. It's the next morning. I'm going to see how much I can read today before I have to go to work. I am still on page 82 because last night I read 2 pages. I read 2 pages before I had to get up and do something else. But at the same time, this book is so bingeable, and I am so deeply connected to these characters. It's kind of crazy. It's really crazy. I've never connected to characters like this so fast. I'm not even 100 pages in. I cannot wait to see what happens to these characters, and it is so bingeable. So we are going to see how much we can read today before I have to go to work. I work at 3:30 and it's currently 10 a.m. So yeah, we're going to see how this goes. Yeah, I'm on page 83. It's fine. It's fine, guys. We're going to get a good chunk done today. So sit back, relax, grab a little drink, grab a snack, and we're going to read. So let's go. there are a lot of characters in this, but it's super, super easy to like keep track of who's who. Like in the beginning, it was a little hard because they're introducing characters really fast, but as you keep going, you kind of learn each character's personality, and you obviously see like who's talking and stuff, but it's pretty easy to figure out who's who once you keep going. In the first 10 to 15 pages, it's kind of hard to differentiate between each character, but like now, obviously, I'm just so enjoying these characters and what they're going through and just the drama of forming a band that I never knew about. Like, I've never been in a band. I've never sang on stage or anything. Like, all the like complications that happen going on tour, what they have to do in order to be in the top 10 and all that stuff. It's just really fascinating, especially told in this interview format. I was kind of nervous of how it was going to be, but I'm loving this interview format. Like, I'm loving it. I think it's much easier to binge. I don't know, Taylor Jenkins Reid, her writing style is so easy to read. Like I'm just flowing through this. Like it is so easy to picture everything. But yeah, it's really good. So I just wanted to update you guys. I'm now on page 134 and I actually have no idea what time it is. Hold on. Oh, it's almost noon right now. So yeah, we got a couple more hours before I have to go to work, but yeah, I'm really, really loving this. I'm loving this so much. I love, love, love the drama. I'll keep you guys updated. Hi guys, good morning. It's the next day. Yesterday we read to 179, so we almost read 100 pages yesterday. Today I was supposed to go work in a food truck, but that's not happening, I guess. So we have some extra time today to get some more reading done of Daisy Jones, and my updates are kind of still the same. I'm still very fascinated with this story, and I'm fascinated with the writing process and like what it takes to write a song. And the two main characters kind of hate each other, and they have to like work together to write an album and to write a couple songs. And if they hate each other, how are they supposed to write together? So it's very fascinating. Their dynamic is very fun to read about. Every character has their own personality, and I absolutely love every single character in this. One of the characters is kind of an asshole, but he like doesn't know that he's an asshole because it's being told in like interviews. So they have somebody telling one side of their story, and then he'll tell his side of the story, but it's like completely different. So like you kind of don't know who's telling what actually happened. Like everyone's kind of just telling their side of the story. So you kind of have to take everything with a grain of salt because everyone's kind of an unreliable narrator, especially the main guy, because he kind of doesn't see things the same way as other people do. It's been very, very fascinating reading this and just hearing what it's like to be a part of a band. And I'm wondering what kind of research Taylor Jenkins Reid did for this book, because it's very detailed about bands and going on tour and the 70s and, you know, what was going on in that era. So it's just, I don't know, it's very fascinating. And I think that she did overtime on her research and stuff. So let's get back into this. I'm very excited to keep reading today. Let's get into it. Guys, I think I'm binging this book all day, basically. I have like 70 pages left. This is where we're at right now. And I just hit a part that like totally shocked me. They just referenced the Omni Parker house in Boston. And that's where Daisy was staying during one of the nights on their tour. I've literally been there. I went there on an 8th grade East Coast trip, and we visited the Omni Parker house in Boston. I swear it was called the Omni Parker Hotel. Let me actually look it up. But this hotel is supposed to be haunted because when we went there for 8th grade, they said that the house is supposed to be haunted, but it's also a hotel now. So maybe it's a hotel, but they call it a house. But anyways, it's supposed to be haunted, and they were telling all these stories, right? And I get scared so easily, and my little 8th grade brain was like, we better not be staying here. I would literally rather sleep on the street than sleep in a haunted hotel. Absolutely not. Yeah, one of New England's most haunted hotels. Yes, I'm thinking of the same place. I've literally been here, and they are literally referencing it. Omni Parker House, but I always thought it was Omni Parker Hotel, but it is a hotel. So I guess you could call it either way, but the fact that they're in the Omni Parker house and I've been there, crazy, weird reference. And the fact that that place had such an impact on me, like I think about that place every so often, but it does come up and I remember it so well. And I do remember like some of the stories that were told there. And I remember standing in that lobby and being so terrified. Like, ghosts could definitely be real. Going to bed that night was like not the easiest thing ever. And just that the fact it's referenced in here is just mind-boggling to me. So I just had to update you guys. But I love all the drama that's happening in here. I need more books like this because this is just so fun. This might make me cry at the end. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm scared of what's going to happen at the end. But I want to watch the show now so bad. So I'm like trying to finish this as fast as possible. Okay, hi guys. It's a couple days later and I wanted to give you guys my final updates on Daisy Jones. As you can see in the last clip, the ending kind of got me really good. I cried. The final line is kind of a shocking realization that you kind of have, and it's kind of funny. The last line is kind of funny. It's sad and it's just like, it's really surprising. So that's what really got me at the end. I really loved it. I thought that all of the characters were very real and really easy to connect to. I don't know what Onyx is doing. You might hear some noise. Every character was really easy to connect to. I think especially because a lot of things were told in every person's perspective, I guess, because it was an interview. Because it was told in an interview format, you could see everybody's point of view. So I really loved that. His ball got stuck. Hold on. I'm really sorry, guys. I will try to make this quick. You will hear the ball in the background. I loved Daisy Jones and how she was portrayed. I loved Billy. I loved Camilla. I loved Warren. I loved Graham. Oh, Graham was such a great character. Like they're all just so good and just very easy to connect to. So I loved it. I loved just seeing the process of like what happens when you start a band. Like I've never started a band before. So seeing the songwriting process and all the drama that happens within a band, what happens on tours, and just I bet some of it is fictionalized, a little bit more dramatized, I guess. I highly recommend. I gave this a 5-star, easy 5-star. It's very bingeable because of the interview format. It's very easy to get through. Highly recommend. I'm now currently watching the TV show, And I have some qualms with the TV show, but I'm only on episode 2, so we'll see where it goes from there. But I am enjoying the TV show. There are a couple things that are different from the book, of course, but yeah, the book is so much better, so I highly recommend. It was a 5-star read. It was a fun journey, and I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. This is the end of the reading vlog. Thank you so much for following along with me while I read Daisy Jones. Hit that subscribe button and stick around for my next videos. I'll talk to you guys later.